everybody, it's Jay. This is Comfy Fat, and I am here today with my friend Libby, and she's gonna teach me how to cook something. The thing that we wanted to cook is a typical Midwestern Kansas style meal. Beige meal.
Beige food.
What is it called?
Chicken and noodles and mashed potatoes.
And I've never had this until I came here. I thought it was kind of weird to think of putting soup on top of mashed potatoes, but it's delicious.
It's not exactly like soup.
I know it's not soup, but it's like
soup.
It's kind of soup.
Can you cook?
I am not the greatest cook. I grew up poor, and so I got used to a lot of like one pot meals and like frozen dinners and things like that. So I'm learning now in my 20s how to cook, and people on the internet said they were interested in seeing that. So
on a scale from like 1 to 10, where do you think you are?
what is the scale? Is 10 like Gordon Ramsay?
From like, I'm uncomfortable with everything in the kitchen. But
I feel like the second you said I'm uncomfortable with everything, Jay was like, that one's me.
That's me.
That's me.
just in the kitchen, but everywhere.
Just in life in general.
4. I was gonna say 5, but that feels like a stretch.
Okay, so we started out sauteing our chicken breasts in a little bit of olive oil. We chopped 2 carrots, 2 pieces of celery, and half an onion. Oh yeah, we chopped up parsley for garnish.
Jay, do you have any hang-ups about food?
Yes. Define hang-ups.
Is this video scary to make?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, I mean, obviously as a fat person, like doing anything with food is scary at first on camera. Like even just when I'm eating snacks and we're like doing our Instagram stories and stuff, I do have a moment where I think about it. I end up posting it because I remind myself that like fat people are allowed to eat and we're allowed to eat whatever we want. But I still think of it every time that people are gonna judge me and make assumptions about what it means for me to be eating that thing, if I'm doing it right, if I'm making it right. Food is definitely a hard one.
Does it make you more comfortable to be cooking with another fat person?
It does.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but I bet that, yeah.
It feels
That
like,
feels good.
I mean, anytime that I'm hanging out with my like fat friends, I feel like power in numbers. I just feel like motivated, inspired, and powerful. So Libby's trying to tell me here that you can tell that the chicken is cooked by if it seems rubbery, and you can tap it. Oh,
I mean, cooked for what we need it for.
right.
You don't want like a grilled chicken breast to be like this at all.
Okay.
You don't want that. You can chop up your chicken, you can shred it, you can do whatever's easiest for you.
I've never shredded chicken before, so
Follow your instincts, honestly.
Does it smell good, babe?
it does smell good.
Yeah?
This takes muscle.
I can do the last half too. Make it fair.
Did you show that I did it?
Yeah, babe.
Our next step is going to be, I think, the veggies in the pot. And then we'll probably get started on the potatoes.
Basically, we're just gonna dump everything except the parsley and the noodles. Noodles not going yet, but all the veggies and the chicken back into the stock.
Okay, so it can all like, what's the word? Just like sit together and
Sit together
all the flavors.
in a little hot tub. Get to know each other.
Yeah, love that. What do you do when you like mess up?
Well, it depends on how big the mess up is. Like one time I made a stir fry and instead of putting soy sauce in, I accidentally put Worcestershire sauce in. Worcestershire sauce in.
Oh no.
And so we just like threw it away and went to Wendy's.
Okay.
Sure.
That's what I'm afraid of sometimes is messing up. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to make it, like I want it to taste good, especially if I'm cooking for someone else like Carissa.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that she's gonna be like, I hate this, and then I'm gonna feel like shit first of all
Yeah.
for letting her down, and also because I did all this work and it didn't
Yeah.
work out.
And like she has to eat something gross now.
she won't.
Yeah.
Explain what you're doing.
I am peeling the russet potatoes now instead of hanging over the trash and bending because that hurts. I like to put a paper towel down and just like toss the skins off into it so that I can just easily discard all the trash business that I don't want. That way my body doesn't hurt. I mean, cooking is hard on the body. Like it really is. My feet hurt. Like it's not easy. So any little thing that I can do to make it just a little bit easier on me, that's what I'm gonna do. Just have these little shards of skins and we throw them away. Easy peasy.
We forgot about the spices.
Oh.
Yeah, we should put them in. Now, it's kind of soupy still.
Yeah.
Once we put the noodles in there, it'll really be tricky.
Right.
See how the noodles are all coated in flour?
Yeah.
So that's gonna thicken it up.
You want a thick boy.
I'm 35 years old, and so I've lived in this culture for this whole time where like you always have to be choosing like the lower fat option, the lower sugar option, the
Diet
like all the
everything.
diet everything. There are times when I'm planning like my meals for the week when I have to intentionally be like, no, you are allowed to eat pasta. You know what I mean? Like you are allowed to do this, and because I've been taught like here's the low fat way to do things, or here's the blah blah blah. But like A, it doesn't taste good, and B, when there's rules like that, I can't adapt as well.
Yeah.
And I'm a very intuitive cook, so like I need to be adaptable.
Yeah.
But also like I'm just like constantly fighting against that. It's getting easier, but it's also like a very real fact that that's running through my mind all the time. So like the meal we're making today is kind of it's a pretty unapologetic, like carb-filled, delicious meal. And there's not really a low-fat way to do it, so you just have to lean into it and you just be like, we're allowed to eat this.
I'm still learning how to toss diet rules out of the kitchen specifically.
It's a struggle.
It is, but I think once I do, in moments when I feel like I'm allowed to do whatever I want, I think more about what does my body want right now,
Yes.
as opposed to what do my emotions want right now. And not that there's necessarily anything wrong with eating based on your emotions. I think like, what sounds good and like energizing or fulfilling, and maybe sometimes it is like just a big massive bowl of chili. And maybe sometimes it's fucking quinoa and like veggies and like just
Sometimes
roasted
I
tons
want
of
it.
veggies.
Sometimes that's exactly what I want.
Sometimes I just want to make a bomb ass salad.
Yeah.
Fat people eat salads.
Some do.
We're gonna need
this.
salt in here, and we're gonna need butter in here. Maybe like half that stick of butter.
Go all in.
Go all in.
Okay, so potato in there.
I'm gonna turn that guy down.
I'm gonna put this whole thing of butter in.
All right, you do you. Some salt.
How much?
Oh, just like a pinch.
A big pinch.
A big pinch. I'm just gonna start with like this much and see what happens.
Okay.
And if we need to add more, we can add more.
Because you can always add more, but you can't always go back in time and take away some.
Not always, but sometimes.
Maybe not in a potato situation. We did it.
Do it.
We made chicken and noodles.
This is the Kansas way to serve it.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Beautiful, fancy. Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
It's very hot. What if I taste it? I'm like, oh no, we forgot something.
How's it? Is it good? Is it perfect?
It reminds me so much of my grandma.
That's so nice. Is it?
Oh no, yeah, sure.
We love grandma?
Sure, yeah. I don't think grandma fits in your demographic, but
Oh no.
she's not alive anyway.
Sorry.
It's okay. She was very old, lived a very long, beautiful life. Taste it.
Anyway. Okay, here we go. That's very good.
This is fucking delicious, you guys.
And there's
I'm very proud
tons of
you.
leftovers. You guys are gonna eat so well.
Jay, what'd you learn today?
I learned that you can fully cook chicken in a pot on top of the stove with chicken stock, and that will give it some like tenderness and little tiny bit of flavor, though it needs more. It does still work as like a base, which I thought you just had to cook big like hunks of chicken in the oven, which is always sort of like extra daunting to me to think of having to do that extra step of something of like using the top of the stove, using the oven, using the mixer, chopping all the things. Like it just feels like so much going on. So the less I have to worry about steps, the better. Toss it all in a pot. You can use virtually anything to make mashed potatoes creamy.
That's true.
Libby, did you learn anything?
Probably.
It's okay if you didn't.
I appreciate it so much.
And I 1000% want to come teach you how to cook anything else.
yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You demonstrate learning really well.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
That's so nice. All right, thank you all for watching. This concludes me learning how to make chicken and noodles over mashed potatoes. You can look forward to seeing more videos like this. I'm gonna be putting one out every Thursday. Keep an eye out and make sure you subscribe, like this video, send it to people if you think it was fun and interesting. And I wanna thank you so much, Libby, for teaching me how to cook.
Thanks for having me.
Do you wanna tell people again where they can find you?
Twice Told Tales in McPherson, Kansas. It's at Twice Told Tales KS on Instagram.
Yeah. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.